Hey there, grade sevens. So for today's lesson, it's from 7.2. We're going to be talking about median and range. So median is basically the middle number in a set of data, and the range is the amount that the data kind of lies within. So we have some data up here. So we have 95, 92. We'll just say these are test results. 87, 85, 80, 78, 76, 73, 70, 66, and 54. So the median number is the middle number. So what we can actually do is we can say, all right, let's cross off one from either end until we get to the middle. So my median is 78. Okay, or what I can say is I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so there's 11 pieces of data. Okay, if I want to find what the middle number is going to be, it's going to be basically half of it plus 1 or round up. So half of it is 5.5 plus, and then I'd round up to the sixth number. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if it was like 7, my fourth number would be my middle number. 9, my fifth number would be the middle number, and so on. So my range is actually the difference between my biggest and my smallest. So I have 95 minus 54. So my range in this case is 41 when I subtract both of them together. Okay. So let's look at another piece of data. So all I have to do is flip my board over, and I've got, this time I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 numbers. Okay, so 12 might be a little bit trickier when we're finding our median. So let's start crossing them off. Okay, now I'm stuck, and I've got two numbers that I haven't crossed off. I have 78 and 76. I can't have two medians because I'm looking for the exact middle. So what I actually have to do is I have to find the mean or the average of these two numbers. So if they're one away, then it's just going to be, or if it was 77 and 78, it'd be 77.5. It's the middle between them. So we have 76 and 78. So my median is actually going to be 77 because it's the number that's in between those two numbers. If, for example, okay, if this was a 77, okay, that middle number between those two would be 77.5, and that would become my median, okay? However, in my data that I was given, it is not, where we have to end up with a different piece of data. Now, my range, for example, is actually the same. So it's 95 minus 54. I end up getting 41. So my median is here, and this becomes my range. Okay. Now, I got one more example that we're going to go through. So we've got this data. So I asked just a bunch of people that I randomly approached, how much did you weigh in kilos? So we have 85, 80, 100, 90, 85, 95, and 90. Now let's actually, we can't really use it this way if we want to find the median. We need to put it in ascending or descending order. So from greatest to least or from least to greatest. I'm going to go from least to greatest. So I'm going to reorganize them. So I'm going to go 80, that one's done. And then I've got 85, 85 again. I've got 90, oops, 90 again, 95, and 100. All right, now that I have it in order, let's see how many pieces of information I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So that means halfway through halfway through is 3.5. Round up, I get 4. So my fourth number right here, 90, becomes my median. Okay. What's my range going to be? My range is going to be 100. It's always my bigger number first, minus 80, which gives me 20. So the range is basically saying that all my data lies within 20. Okay, nothing is sitting outside of the 20 gap. Okay, so if there was a test that I did in class, and I would say, okay, we have a range of 80%. That means someone could have got 100 and someone could have got 20%. If we have a range of 50%, it could have been everyone fell within 50% of each other. So that's essentially what the range is saying. The median is saying of all the tests, the middle mark was this percentage. All right. So depending on the number of pieces of data that you have, in this case, if we go back to the last lesson, we can have mode. So our mode is 95 or 90 and 85. So we have two modes. And then our mean, we would add all of it up. So 100, let's see, like 80 times 3, 250, and then 340, and then 430, and then 530, 525, and 625. So we have 625 divided by 7. So that's how we would calculate our mean. I can't necessarily do that number directly in my head, but if you were to do that calculation, you'd be able to figure out what our average is for this piece of data. I imagine it's going to be somewhere around 90 in this situation. So once again, make sure that you do the Google form. You do your math makes sense 7.2, and then bring any questions that you have to our Zoom chat, and I'll be able to help you out.